Hello, welcome back to WTF Wednesday with Johnny Tiger on March 24, 2021. So some of you, all of you, watching this, and you're going, "What happened to Wisdom Wednesday? What's this WTF Wednesday?" Well, WTF in this case stands for Wisdom That Failed. Rather than talking about some ancient Chinese wisdom this week, I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you of a real life experience that hopefully there is some wisdom to be learned in this experience because it is outright ridiculous and just rather aggravating. So you can say I'm going to rant a little bit, but I'm hoping that you will take away from today's video knowing a little bit more about how to do things for people who are blind or visually impaired or disabled, or how to organize things in a more efficient manner. Let me backtrack a little bit. Uh, a couple of weeks ago, I got a call from my good friend Harvey. Apparently, Harvey is slotted for an award for his service to the blind community by an organization here called BC Blind Sport. Now, BC Blind Sport, for those of you who don't know, is basically the one organization who is funded by government and also largely supported by charity, by people's donation. And what they do is they promote and support and cultivate local blind athletic events. So they have events that help blind people do swimming or tandem cycling or uh, golfing or hockey, and a lot of blind related events. So BC Blind Sport is a blindness organization that focuses on athletic events. They also told me that martial arts and self-defense didn't count as sports, so that's why they do not support Night Strike self-defense. But anyway, that's another story for another day. I'm not going to go into that. It's just some personal grudge against the policy of the organization. If you think that doing martial art is not sports, you should go try it out. It's really tiring. It's a really good workout. Anyway, anyway, I said I'm not going to talk about that. So back to Harvey getting an award from BC Blind Sport. That's great. I'm really happy. Harvey is a great guy, and he has done a lot for the local blind community. So I'm really happy for him that he's getting an award, and I definitely want to be a part of that award ceremony to support him. Now, the award ceremony normally includes a lot of really boring speeches and presentations on stage. It lasts about 3 hours long, and you have all these uh, high-ranking big shots, Paralympic, Olympic, whatever athlete, and whatever founder, co-founder, sponsors, and all these people going on stage and talk about how great it is that they're doing all this work and stuff like that. You guys get the drift. You've been to any kind of award ceremony, you know the kind of balderdash you have to sit through. Um, and it also includes a banquet. So, needless to say, the ticket is kind of pricey. Um, so that's okay. I'm all for it. My friend is getting an award. I definitely want to be there to support him. And then those of us that bought tickets, we were informed that because of the COVID-19 restriction, there will be no banquet. Instead, the whole thing will be done on Zoom, and they will to make our ticket worthwhile. They will send the food to our residents, so they will send food to everyone who bought tickets, so we can still get the food that we paid for. Well, I mean that's a bit of a bummer. That's kind of a drag, but Okay, that's okay. I understand. The pandemic's hard on everybody, and there are sacrifices need to be made, and uh, I can eat at the comfort of my own home while supporting my friend on Zoom while he get his award. Uh, well, actually, there's another really wacky situation there because my friend Harvey is like a caveman. He's like a barbarian. He doesn't use a computer. He doesn't use a cell phone. He's the only person I know today that had no computer, no cell phone, whatever. Doesn't even have an email account. You want a guy like that to receive his award on Zoom? Uh, yeah. Okay, guys, you guys probably want to rethink that approach. But anyway, so today, the food showed up at my place in a big, huge cardboard box that weighed like 10 pounds. Opening it up, everything was raw. Apparently, it turned out that the food they sent come from chef plate, and you have to cook it yourself. So, for those of you who don't know what chef plate is this caterer, a catering kind of a company that you order the food and they'll send you the ingredient and the recipe, and you have to cook everything yourself. Now here is where I really need to talk about this. You are an organization, meaning BC Blind Sport. You are an organization that's been catering to blind people for over 40 years. Over 40 years. Who is the giant brain that decided that chef plate is a good idea in this scenario? Who is the giant brain that decided that sending a huge cardboard box with all the ingredients thrown in there, no braille instruction, no text instruction, no email communication, no audio instruction, just a printed page with a recipe on it, and most of these ingredients they are not marked in any way. There's nothing that says this is chicken, this is beef, this is cream sauce, this is ketchup. Nothing. Just pack it and pack it and pack it. Okay, some of these I can tell by feel. I'm very good in the kitchen. I have been living on my own for a long time. I know how to cook. I'm quite a good cook. So some of it I can tell instantly. Okay, this is feels like cut up broccoli. This feels like green onion. This is shallot. This is regular onion. This is an apple. Uh, apple. Yeah. Speaking of which, here's the apple. Yeah, I found this in the box. Nice apple. Cool. Really good. But which part of the recipe did this apple come into? Nothing. No hint as to what goes where, what does what, and what is what. Okay? So I have all these like 10 or so packages that there's no way to identify what they are. This is just incredibly foolish and downright ridiculous that I am a little bit at a loss that why is it that an organization that's been catering to blind people for 40 years feels that it's justified to spend a lot of money doing this? Maybe, I mean, I'm just a simple kind of guy with not very I'm not very smart. I'm not as educated as all those high power guy at BC Blind Sport. But maybe, could it be just maybe, it would be a much better approach to send everybody a coupon to Pizza Hut or to uh, Uber Eats, something like that, that they can get food that they want and they don't have to try to figure out what is what and then try to prepare themselves. Because I'm going to tell you, there are a lot of blind people who do not know how to cook. There are a lot of blind people who know how to cook, but they only know how to cook a certain kind of stuff, like they know how to grill a steak, they know how to make pork chop, they know how to do a casserole. But these things that came with this chef plate order, these are kind of fancy names, dishes that have no intuitive, no, they're not very intuitive at all. Like Southwestern Baja chicken salad with cabbage. Okay, I know how to make a chicken salad. I can probably even figure out how to make a chicken salad with cabbage. But where's the southwestern Baja part? Where do all these other ingredients come in? How am I supposed to know what sauce is what when nothing is labeled, nothing is marked? Incredibly frustrating, incredibly stupid. I'm just going to say incredibly lack of wisdom, lack of consideration. Now, okay, I'm not going to sit here and say that I do not appreciate the food. I appreciate the food. Like I said, there are ingredients in there that I recognize. There are broccoli and mushroom and grapes and apples and stuff like that. But what I do after that? What am I going to do now with these other packages of sauce and dips and seasonings that I have no idea what they do, where they go, what they are used for? They all go to waste. So this is one of those instances where I have to say that organizations like these really make me shake my head sometimes because BC Blindspot is one of these organizations that try to tell everybody they don't have money to do what they need to do. They are one of these organizations that tell the government that they need more funding to do what they do. And now, to run one little award ceremony on Zoom, mind you, on Zoom, they're wasting thousands of dollars getting chef plates, raw ingredients delivered to blind people who have no way of identifying the ingredients. A lot of them don't know how to cook, and a lot of this food, a lot of these is going to go to waste. I don't know who was the mastermind genius that came out with this idea, but this is definitely a wisdom that has failed. Thank you for checking out today's Wisdom Wednesday, or WTF Wednesday, and listen to my rant. I will be back again tomorrow for Toy Thursday. Now, let me go and figure out which one of these packages is ranch dip and which one is ketchup. Wish me luck. I hope they didn't put any rat poison in there.